Hello, I'm Jerry. Welcome to my channel. I apologize for my Catalina 22 still with its winter cover, but this is March 28th and I still have weather to contend with here in western Pennsylvania. I have stated in my introduction to this channel that this will be my 30th season for my Catalina 22 sailboat. So I have 29 launchings and 29 times putting this boat back on the trailer. For many of these first years of ownership of this 22, I've made a number of trips to other lakes during the season. A conservative estimate would be around 20 of these extra trips, making it more like 50 times I have rigged a Catalina 22, launched, recovered it, de-rigged, and trailered it back home. At the same time, helping with 3 to 6 other cruising keelboats. So one would say I have extensive experience in this category of sailing. You will see things on my trailer not explained in this video. I will be making an additional video on the special modifications I have made to my trailer to make rigging and de-rigging so much easier. Correct tongue weight will make the trailer pull straight behind the tow vehicle. I remember the time I towed a small light trailer loaded with a couple canoes that were hanging way out the back end of the trailer. The moment I hit 48 miles per hour, the custom van I was driving started to feel a little squirrely. When I looked into the side mirror, I could see the canoes, and then I could not see them. One of the canoe owners, falling behind, said the trailer was swinging back and forth so wildly that the tires were lifting off the pavement. A 2-foot sailboat with a weighted keel will weigh a little over a ton. With extra gear and the weight of the trailer, you're looking at a minimum of 1.5 tons. So you need about 300 pounds at the end of the tongue. The average person cannot lift 300 pounds straight up. If you can lift the tongue, you're in trouble. Trailers that come with a boat from the manufacturer are made to fit exactly. Then weight distribution is critical and is the only fix without extra welding on the trailer. Aftermarket trailers are usually made so they can fit many different models of boats. So they have parts that can be moved for a better fit. My trailer is one of those adjustable trailers. Look at the winch adjustment up and down. The post that the winch is mounted to is bolted to the trailer so it can move forward or backwards to fit. Notice the hole, marks, and the pin holding the tongue together. I made the tongue longer when I moved from a pickup truck to an SUV. When I made the tongue longer by 18 inches without moving the boat, the tongue weight changed from 311 pounds down to 287 pounds, almost 25 pounds lighter. I moved the axle back about 1/2 inch to pick up those 25 pounds. See, the trailer springs are bolted to an extra channel that is U-clamped to the main sides of the trailer. Loosening these U-clamps allow the whole assembly of springs and axle to slide forwards or backwards. If your trailer does not have these capabilities, then you'll need a good welder to fix the tongue weight. Next, check the location of the winch. Over the years, I have read many blogs and witnessed this at the ramp about the boat's bow lifting up and pulling back from the winch when the trailer and boat is pulled out of the water. I have read many suggestions on blogs waiting till the vehicle is on level ground, speeding up and slamming on the brakes to slide the boat forward on the trailer to make it fit better for towing. Also, that soap on the bunks will help in this process of moving the hull forward. Look at the winch on my trailer. Looking at the mounting bracket where the winch is bolted to the front trailer post. See, it is bent from the winch pulling or lifting much more weight than what the winch and mounting bracket was designed for. This overstressing was all done in the first 5 years of my boat's life before I purchased it. Next, think about the little bow eye on the bow of the boat and what stress is put on it, anchored only in fiberglass and not steel, like the winch attachment is made of. Catalina Direct, an aftermarket distributor of all Catalina 22 and 25 parts, sells a bow eye rebuild kit. And also, on top of this kit, is an extra reinforcement to be added to this repair kit. So please do not winch your sailboat onto the trailer. Looking at the bottom of the hull of your boat sitting on the trailer, it is not flat like a motorized fishing boat or a runabout. Looking for the bow or stern, it is round. And look at the bottom from the side, it's rounded also. Putting your round bottom boat on a trailer is like putting a round peg in a square hole. It will not fit unless the trailer is rounded also. Your trailer's not like a flat trailer for the fishing boat that you witness them cranking the boat on. New sailors and new sailboat owners with boats on a trailer, the boat must be floated onto the trailer. Now, first think of what is happening on the ramp when the boat is floated onto the trailer. The boat is floating on the perfectly level water. The trailer is submerged on a 12 to 15 degree ramp under the hull. A trailer with bunks to float the boat on, the very front of the bunks must be submerged around 4 to 5 inches under the surface of the water, which means your tow vehicle will have to back into the water to where the axles or the very center of the rear wheels are underwater. You'll discover this when you launch the boat for the first time to get the boat off the trailer. The boat does not have to be on a trailer to fix this problem. This will be discussed in the next video about extra trailer modifications to help in rigging and de-rigging. As the boat is floated over the top of the trailer, it makes first contact with the front edge of the bunks, now submerged 4 to 5 inches under the water. For the hull to continue forward on the trailer, the winch must pull on the bow eye to slide the hull up over the front of these bunks. If the front of the bunks are not submerged, the winch has to pull much harder to lift the hull up over the high edge of the bunks. And if they are not wet, the friction placed on the hull is also greatly enhanced. At this point, you can see from the drawing, the winch is lifting the bow out of the water to get over the front edge of the bunks. The deeper the bunks are, the less friction and lifting. If the winch is not level or higher with the boat in its final resting place, at some point, as the boat moves forward on the trailer, the winch will stop lifting the bow and will start lifting the stern by pulling down on the bow eye. The front edge of the bunks will become like a children's playground seesaw. If the winch is lower than the bow eye when the boat is on the trailer and out of the water. A bow roller added to the trailer is a real helper. To help the winch in its lifting the bow up the trailer because of the angle of the ramp, a properly placed roller on the trailer will help lift the weight of the bow off the front edge of the trailer bunks as it is winched the last 1.5 feet onto the trailer. Notice, with the boat in its final position on the trailer for towing, this roller is not in contact with the bottom of the hull. This happens when the stern settles down on the back end of the bunks as the trailer is pulled out of the water. With this additional trailer roller, properly placed winch, and the front edge of the bunks deep enough in the water, I can physically pull my Catalina 22 with a bow line forward up on the roller clear to the winch for attachment, and then a final turn of the winch to make everything tight. Now we go to the stern alignment on the trailer. As the hull is pulled forward by the winch, guides on the trailer will help center the stern directly over top the back end of the trailer. I have tried side posts on my trailer, but with the Catalina 22 being very beamy at the center of the hull length, this allows a couple inches movement at the stern and thus not allowing the keel to stay exactly centered on the keel bunk located down the center of the trailer. Keel guides work the best for this, but they need to be high on the trailer to allow the keel floating above the trailer to touch the guides and guide the keel to its final destination, which will center the stern of the boat on the back end of the trailer. I know of a boat that has a fixed wing keel in which the guides directed the wings on the keel to its perfect placement on a trailer. The owner used 2x12s starting high at the back end of the trailer and sloping down to the keel bunk and final resting place. One additional adjustment made to your trailer that I find that is really nice is the very placement of the trailer's bow chock. I have seen boats on trailers where this chock is very high on the bow and also very low. I have seen trailers where there are two chocks on the trailer, about 12 inches apart, where the bow eye has to ride up over the bottom one to be placed somewhere between both of them. Look at my placement of this chock. One chock placed just above the bow eye when the boat is perfectly placed on the trailer. This makes it very simple when someone is helping to load the boat on the trailer. You tell them to bring the bow eye up to this chock and no further. This final photo is my son's boat that once had this double chock setup. This is what the placement of the boat looks like after a 300-mile tow home. Photos showing keel guides and other trailer mods to help in recovery. A final checklist for your trailer.